Welcome back, everyone, to an episode of Timberborn with me, Dr. Munchkin. So last time, if you've been following along, we kind of, let's go ahead and pause real fast over here. We kind of expanded. We're getting a little bit more things on over here. Offline, I added some lovely depth sensors here so that when this is 0, these guys turn off because there's nothing to pump. Same with over here, just for having more beavers during a drought. Now, we are in the midst of a 29-day drought. We have 7 days left, and we only have 1,400 water. So I've actually gone around offline and paused all of our little water wells for the most part to hopefully minimize water usage so we stay alive. But that was the calm before the storms because I think we're running out. Another thing we're going to want to do is if I come here and I find this, if I go up 1, there we go. I want it at this level because it's underneath. I would like to come into here, do a little bit of landscaping, grab not explosives factory, but tunnels, and I want to do something like that. And then what I would also do is mark these guys for demolition. And so what that will do, we'll go ahead and build some lovely little blockages over here and everything else. But if we can do that, then we can actually get the water runoff from this guy to not be wasted and actually flow into here as well. We just need to block that off and it'll just be flowing out over this way. But yeah, goal today is hopefully survive this. We're also expanding. Let's go ahead and reset that. Expanding over here, trying to get more housing, which we have, get more beavers, which we're up to 115 right now, which is awesome. And just get everything a-going. Yeah, more power's coming online over here with these projects. We have dedicated power over here. Bad water should be coming up once we have this. We're just trying to, let's say, stabilize. But anyways, as we're getting this, as always, if you guys like this content, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. I would appreciate that. And with that, let's go ahead and see if we do survive. Now, we're actually almost out of extract as well, which is... Oh, am I still making? No, I'm not. Which is used for beavers to be produced. So that's also not good. These guys are only gone during the day, which is fine. We got 7 beavers. I don't think I have any place going on right now, but I would like them to take care of that. I could actually add... Did I make all these choppable? I did. We could just add another lumberjack. Flag over here like that, and just prioritize your construction, because a beaver will go into there. That will use up one of my jobs. Okay, I saw a homeless beaver there for a hot sec. Happiness is teetering. We are up to 10k there. And I was thinking, if I look at my power meter, so if demand, my current demand is that. So if my supply is, say, less than... Oh, it tells me my demand right there. So if it's less than 2532, then that would be on. So my current supply is less than that. So that's when we would need these guys. And oh yeah, you're just in a drought, so we need to use anyways. But yeah, that's where I was thinking. You could use this. And so the supply is low. Oh, that wouldn't work in this instance. What I really need is demand, and just say supply is kind of less than demand type kind of deal. It's an active thing. I don't know how to use that effectively, but we got up to a new score there. We only have 947 water left and 6 days to go. That is a problem. Now we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You guys are also... Ooh, we will need a depth sensor here as well. We have one. we'd actually need a second one, rather. So, yeah, because we want this one to be pumping while that's happening, and we'll actually tie this to not drought or bad weather. Yeah, we'll tie this to bad weather because we can put a valve there so that it is in bad weather it would fill up just a little bit more, which would be fine. But yeah, I am out of extract, which means these guys are going to stop working soon as we get a few more beavers out of them. But what we can do in the interim is I can come over here and grab that lovely depth sensor, put you there. We can also, do I have the scrap? I have the scrap. Do I have the gears? I have the gears. Go ahead and prioritize your thing. And if your measurement is greater than 0, you're on. So if I come over to here and I go and rename this to... actually, what did I name the other one? I want to be consistent. This is just water well. All right, this is water well sensor 2 then. Water well sensor 2. There we go. So basically, if I automate this by water well sensor 2, if it's above 0, they'll pump, basically. And we'll do all of these guys by that. So if there is a water, they will pump, which is the idea. But this makes this a bigger reservoir, and then we don't really waste the water because we were stopping pumping, and I don't want to do that, really. But yeah, that's all set up, that's all automated, so we even have even more beavers available. I think we're going to run into a little bit of a water crisis, and that is the storm that I was referring to. You guys die not in too long. You will survive. You guys are going to survive as well, because these guys, they die in 0.9 days. That is not the end of the world, as long as I keep these up. And you guys are doing all right. Additionally, look at all that. Okay, the other thing I wanted to do was actually get a, and this is kind of a longer term goal, but if I get the pathing set up, say right here, like that. Well, if I do it the correct way, do it like this, like that, then I could do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we should be able to do just build up here. I almost wish that it would there we go. Something like that. So then we could have even more pathing to get this way, and we can even connect that up. So when we build over here to do stuff like more farms or other things, or even more power once this is all set up, that would all be nice. Okay, 3.5 days remaining. Are they even going to be working? Can they even get to here? Too far away. Okay, well this is what we're going to do then. We'll do this. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. And then let's just go ahead and just prioritize all this, because why not? Boom. We can at least build some of the stuff as we are getting a little bit of wood. Why aren't you guys working faster on that? That's still paused, mind you. And we're down to 69 water, which is really, really bad. Were these even being built yet? Well, these needed to all be water for one. I needed metal blocks, which I am working on. Right? Yes, we are working on metal blocks. Oh, they finished my bad water reservoirs first. Interesting. That is coming up. That is good. But yeah, we're going to run out of water today, and I don't have any other place on the map to get it. Hence, water is a major problem right now. Also, they were building all of this. Look at these crazy beavers and what they do. But once this is connected up to here, we'd be able to transport and go through all that. We also have 1.5 thousand planks, which is insane to me. All right, that all died out. That's not the end of the world. We can replant that. Food is fine. Water is now officially gone with 2 days to go. Wait, let's do our landscaping, get those levees. So I think I'll build just a 2-row here to just prevent water from flowing this way and flooding our stuff. It will be okay. And then we will want that eventually as well. But wood is something we are in need of. These guys, they have a little ways to go. It's not the end of the world. Down to 2 days left on this good old drought of ours. Oh, I don't want to... Oh, they shouldn't be planting. Why are you... Yeah, destroy all that, you fools. Why aren't we destroying it? Destroy. Mark for demolition. Priority, super high. And here we have the issue, as you can see here. We are running out of water. People are starting to get thirsty. We are going to go ahead and do that. And that will prevent water from backflowing that way. And they should get to that eventually. We are getting more water storage online, so we're up to 6,000 for when we do have water. Hopefully we don't have too many beaver deaths is my goal. And yeah, all that was halted because I don't have any extract. It's not good, and you guys are going to run dry as well. We only got 1 more day, guys. 1 more day, and we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 water pumpers trying to get you water. You just need to survive 1 more day, please. Please don't have a mass death wave. That would be hideous. But we at least got that one built, and that one is being worked. I'm just hoping to get a lot of things, and these are going to die now, which is bad. 14 days, 4 days. Yeah, water is our biggest crux. We need to solve that this episode. I think we're on the path to do so. If I can get enough bad water from here, I can then finish this by getting more dynamite and everything else. That is the goal. We are also still getting scrap from this bad boy over here, which is taking those lovely treated planks that we're barely producing. So that's 1 every 1.8 hours. How fast are you making them? Well, you don't have any... Am I out of pine resin? Please tell me no. No, I got 1.2. That should be fine. Planks and... Okay, I guess they're prioritizing other things to reasons why aren't you... getting material. There you go. So you produce 1 every 3 hours, which is faster than the rate of using them. But anyways, water is now going to come back. And hopefully all these will turn on immediately. I just kind of want to see that. So all these automatically paused ones should immediately start with a new day as we come into here. And I delay ever so slightly. Come on, start that day. And water has returned. So now... Still don't have power. There is water. There is water. It is flowing. Bad tide's coming in. So now these guys are pumping. That's good. That'll take a hot sec to generate the power needed. Since we're only working at 27%, 29%. These guys are pumping now too, so water is coming up quite rapidly as well as our bad water. Yes, I'm very happy about that, to the point that I want to turn you back on and start making explosives, and you are definitely more of a priority. Those need to be on ASAP, but we are now getting tons of water, which is good. And once the water starts flowing this way, we will have enough go-go juice to power all this. Oh, they were working on my network. To increase overall power. That's nice of you. Okay, and how are we doing? We wanted more production, but the water situation is a higher need. Let's go ahead and just start doing this right now. That is going to be my highest priority. And also this as well, because I need that online. In terms of production though, we're doing okay. We can always build more engines as well, which is why we did it this way. Right, well, let's go ahead and do that. Look at the water flowing. Is it finally? It's not breaking the crest yet. Once it gets over that, we need to fill that up, and then that would be good. Okay. We are doing okay. There we go. Water is now rapidly coming up the rise. If I check my beaver happiness, thirst is going down. We're much, much better for that. I do need coffee though. Coffee would be nice to have. But I don't know how big is a coffee thing anyways? Because if you could fit in there, that'd be nice. Food. Coffee? No! Why did you have to be big? Because I can't fit you in here, you jerks. Oh, it's one too large. Yeah, even if I move that, it wouldn't work. The only other idea would be to demolish this, which we could. I could do that and just build it right there and get coffee on it. Because do we have coffee grounds? I got 172 coffee, but I don't have any beavers available. We are getting that extract produced. Oh, we can actually unpause all of these guys now too, because they will be required to keep things alive. Especially that one. Okay. I think we're okay. Oh, did we? That has to be a super high priority, unfortunately. Can a beaver not get in there? Oh, it's not connected to a district center? Hold on. Oh. Well, it's because I put this stupid thing here. There's your problem. In fact, we could just do that and then build the well-being, get the back scratcher back up over here, because then they can cut through there. Okay, and then we want to make sure we collect that. Logs, those are good. You're working, although you shouldn't need to. I should actually build some resource monitors. That could be good. Do I have that unlocked? Power meter, lever. Resource monitor. Yeah, we'll go ahead and build you, and I actually want you to be... Where is it? Sap. Sap. Pine resin. That, rather. Oh, really? It has to be connected to a path? Oh, I didn't realize that. That's fine. Can I just go ahead and... Verify. Delete it. Yes. Pick that up. Put it over here now. Make you my sap. Pine resin. And if my threshold is below 100%, then this will be pine resin. Count. So we will automate you by the pine resin count. And do that. Okay. Oh, it's nighttime again. How are we doing on our water? Oh my gosh, we're getting all these beavers stood up. And another drought's approaching. That is really bad. We cannot handle another massive drought, everybody. We need to pump this water out. Luckily, power should be... Our supply is not that great. Oh, it's because we haven't finished this off, and this regulates all the flow through here to really increase those. At least that was the idea. We are getting that stood up. We have... Did we have... Oh no, we had a lot of beaver deaths. Probably also because we didn't have any extract. Do I need another hauling post? It feels like I do. Because you're maxed out, and you guys aren't doing so hot. Let's go ahead and go there. So district management. Hauling post. Build you here. That's not what I wanted. Although that would be fun to build it up there in the middle of nowhere. I'd have to build another station. But let's go ahead and get this right here. Because that needs to help. We definitely need this water kicking up. Because if this drought is 29 days again, we are in a pickle. In fact, they cannot even move fast enough to do all that. Although we have tons of bad water. Oh, because all this is going into everything else. Because you guys are using 5 bad water, but you shouldn't be... Oh, the extract is being used by the explosives themselves. Understandable. But they're not going to be able to finish that in 3 days, unfortunately. I could build scaffolding to get over here to at least get a little bit deeper of a reservoir. I don't know. I really want to blow it up, though. Okay, we'll see how close they get. These guys are pumping furiously, though. And water is coming up. Why? What am I seeing here? Oh, they're tired. Yeah, I understand you're tired. Breeding halted. Unstaffed. Oh, the lumberjack flag's unstaffed. I'm actually okay with that. Unconnected building. Did I not? Did you guys build... Oh, you guys haven't finished building that guy yet. Understandable. Trying to get more mushrooms and other things online. So if we are using that, go ahead and do it. So pine resin is not at 100%. We are at... Okay. Maybe we lower that to threshold is about 80. There we go. So now it's off. And I can also do that. Yeah, that's the unconnected building. Building's on step. My mine is out. Okay, we can pause that for now to... Okay, that's where all my jobs were not good. I have a lot of beaver injuries. That's why. You guys are pumping like mad. You guys built all that too. That's good. Did water ever flow into here? It did. It's still flowing. And it should not be on. Pause. If it's on. So now your flow should be backing up. Okay. That's what we wanted. Didn't realize I goofed that up. Oh no, water has stopped prematurely. Please tell us 27 days. I think we are in a bad way this episode. I don't know if we're gonna survive. Now we do have more storage, mind you, but that's still not good. If we can get this online, that would be nice. You guys are still pumping that. We have plenty of that. Plenty of that. You guys are doing a lot of work on my explosives. But coming into here, let's actually, there we go, and that immediately grabs all my beavers, which is awesome. We are getting more beavers. We do have plenty of bad water, which is a good problem to have, because I'm not concerned about that. We can run the explosive factory as well as the centrifuge constantly. Oh, crap-a-dap-a-doo. Well, I don't really need this on 24/7 anymore. Although I should probably increase it because we could extract more water during that time. Just like here. And we can see how this water's doing. Now this wasn't set up for pumping anyways, it's just more of a larger reservoir to hopefully green more up as you see here, which would be nice, but not necessarily required. You guys are pumping pretty strong. You guys are pumping pretty strong as well. The other thing is, I would love to get all this done. What are you guys producing? Okay, you're only at 75% power, which means I'm feeling the need for more power. Another steam engine right there. Let's go ahead and do that. You are automated by the engine relay, so automate you by the engine relay. And then also get that hooked up. That's an additional 400 power, which might be good enough. Yeah, but in the evening, we're not using any bits, so we're good. We have that. The logs we are actually getting as well, as long as they all stay alive. Food is still solid. We're actually running low on egg pant rations. I might switch that over. Coming to our food factory. Let's switch over from corn, which we're still doing solid on, to eggplant. Uses some of that canola oil we've been storing as well, which is a solid investment. Okay. Is this the first season we're gonna fail? This was so, like, we've done so much fun. Look how much we've expanded. All this green, we were just started from this. That's what it started from. Oh, why? Why does? Oh, they actually finished building all that. That's where my metals went. What else going anywhere else? That's all done. So how much water storage do we have? 8,000. If you actually gave me a sec to pump all that and fill it up, I'd be super happy. Hopefully they can do all this work though. Get all that working. Oh, they're actually building. Okay. Oh, they require 2 extract. That's the problem. I actually have 3. Look at that. But we're still getting beavers. We're up to 121, so we've actually increased our beaver population. And we're still getting water, I think. What's your depth? 1.56. Oops. And what is your depth? 3. Okay. We actually have 3 beavers needed, so they go into here. In fact, this is going to be paused soon, so we are just going to do that. Died of old age, that's not a problem, because your depth is 0. So now we should have a surplus of beavers, hopefully. I thought we would have had a surplus. I guess they all just went into there. Now the mine is currently shut off, and I will need to turn you back on. beaver injuries are back down, which is good. New beavers should go to the mines. Especially once they're out of the water here, we should be getting more beavers. Now the question is, can we store more water than we did before? I thought we got up to 3,500, and so that would be the current level, and it looks like we're going to be able to store a little bit more before we're out. And again, the drought is not as long, by 2 days. 2 days, which is basically where everyone was starting to get thirsty. So I'm hoping we can just be a little bit better. That's fine. We're still producing that. I do need scrap, which they should start to be going into there and producing a little bit of scrap. Still need treated planks though, everybody. You have the materials. You just need to produce it. Alright, and then engine power. We're at 90%. Oh, we're still at 90%, obviously. But we are producing it fairly quick. I really need the extra industrial area, which will mean I'm going to go ahead and set it up for power. Like that. Go ahead and reduce their stuff. I want to go ahead and get the landscaping on here like this and like that, and then we get this path set up like so. Alright, and then all these guys would be automated by the engine relay as well. Again, if they're not doing anything, they're not doing anything. Actually, we're going to further decrease those guys, because I don't need them on. That's top priority right now. And then these guys over here, you know what, we could actually make you guys normal, because that could actually be hooked up. And then we could get another storage. Like that. Something like you, and just make you dynamite. Like that. And then I'm going to actually destroy this. Go to food. We will get the coffee machine. Like that, which will be powered. And then you have coffee beans. Now I need some place to store my coffee. What's up here? That's extract. That's bad water. You know what? I don't want the bad water. I am actually wanting coffee now. Because the bad water we are storing over here in very large vats. And that can be migrated over. Let's also go ahead and prioritize that stuff. It looks like I don't have any jobs because... Oh, no, I have one now because we got some injuries. Beds are still holding fine. We are getting these wonders online, which are making things better. This is one I really want. How are you guys doing on that? Metal parts is all that's needed, which I have, as well as logs, which I have. What do you need? Metal blocks and treated planks? Oh my gosh, you are very high maintenance, but we need scrap. How much scrap are we producing today? Well, a little bit. How are we doing on water? Okay, those are all paused now. Those are all paused. That's where the surplus of people came from. Alright, so we got 3.5 and we have to survive 20.9 days again. So let's go ahead and pause you. And pause you, and pause you. That gives me a couple jobs. Still not enough. We could also, you know, I don't need those online. That should get that to 95. We could do that as well as that. That gives me a lot more beavers to work with. My power should also have come up to 100% for production. We can just produce a lot of planks, basically. You know, and I do kind of want to just Please do that. If someone could hit that with a dynamite, I'd be appreciated. And then we're gonna want all this done for a deeper water well there. They are doing a lot of good work here, though. This will be a much larger reservoir of water, so it should continue to pump more. Same with this guy. Look, the water's still even in here. We're not pumping it, mind you, but it is still there. Yeah, so I think after we solve this water crisis, 3.2. The problem is the more beavers you get, additionally, the more water they consume. And these guys actually consume a lot of water as well. So 40, 24. Oh, they got that all built, you crazy jerks. Lovely. Do I have storage for algae? I can't remember. Fermented mushrooms. There's algae rations. What about algae in general? You know, we'll just modify you to be algae in general. Yeah, I don't have any storage. Fireworks aren't really needed right now. We could even build a small thing of fireworks, it's fine. And they're slowly building that. I guess we get a slight surplus of treated planks, which actually is true. We are producing it more. Bad water is fine. You know what we can do? We can actually add some additional. I can add a relay here, and then I can add a resource counter right there. You are going to be bad water, and you will be an ore. And so if well, you're greater than 67%, it'd be less than, say, there's the on button. If I'm less than, actually quantity, if you're less than 1,000, that turns on. This would be bad. Resource counter. Cancel. What are you called? There we go. Bad water count. So this is bad water count, and then this is bad water depth. So if I come into here, bad water depth. So the idea behind that is that if this is low, I want them off. But if I have too much, so if it's below that, I'd want that on. I need a second relay. I need more inputs. Oh, what is this? On if one of them is on. They added this, so we have that. What's a pass? Pass through is just a pass through. Okay, so if they're both and, then we can actually raise this to 1,500. So that's on, saying that I need bad water. What is my current thing? So we can just say 2,000. There we go. So if it's less than 2,000 and we actually have bad water, these will turn on. So they will stop if we get too much, which will be helpful for producing other stuff. All right, how are we doing? Water's 2.5, 7.5 days left, and I have unemployed beavers, which is a good problem to have. They should be coming over here, though, to my mine. Scrolling way too far. We have engine power, which they're building all of the engines. Sure, why not? Oh, because we're having a huge, massive log influx because we're not destroying all of them for planks for once. They built all that. Did they build all this yet? They are working on it. That's fine and dandy. I would like to get power from there. The other thing that we can do is, if I lower this just a wee bit to there, we could increase the priority of that. Reset that, since we have the explosive factory and other things to work with. How are we doing here? We just need the treated planks, which I would love to just barrel through. But for now, that is not going to happen. And we are not below that yet. It also gives us time to grow. How are we doing here? You know what? Let's go ahead and just... The treated planks are the problem. We are starting to put metal blocks in there, though, which they just have nothing better to do. Am I out of storage on logs? I shouldn't be. Oh, you guys are chopping it down. Good. Alright, so logs are not the problem. That's good to know. Now, what we could do with our increased amount of people is we could additionally... Oh, I didn't get those. Ooh, forgot about those. In fact, I should actually dynamite... Oh no, I could just dynamite all of them, because they'll only go down to level... So if I go to dynamite, landscaping, they just shorten it up a bit. It's not that it's not useful, it's just that it's a little bit shorter than what it should be. There we go. I am thinking about, once this is done though, we could actually get that all set up. They're almost actually complete, mind you. Are they too far from district center? Fine, fine, fine. How about that? Now you're not too far. They should finish that shortly. We have beavers there, we have builders, that's coffee beans, they're working on that, we'll get coffee as well. I really need to up production of treated planks. So this really needs to be barreled down a little bit. I mean, I could, if I went this route. So this provides power. So if I come to power, I do a vertical shaft. And then I do a little bit of this, and do a little bit of that. Now I get power over. Like this, like that. And then we could get wood. What I'm dying for is a treated workshop. Something like that, and then another centrifuge would be really nice. So if I come to water, get another centrifuge right there, and then power. We can just connect that there for now, and then get all this stood up. Now these guys require metal blocks, which I don't have. These are just gears and planks and logs and stuff though, so we should be able to do that. So I have someone working, so treated planks should be going up. That'll be good. We got 1.5, 14 days. I'm not feeling too happy about this. Although our woes should be cleared once we get through all this. We will get through it, it's just how bad is it going to hurt? That's the question. So treated planks should be on the rise. I need more scrap. And my power output should still be 100% because we're building all my engines. Yeah. Yeah, because my beavers are crazy. And they just want all my engines. Which, I mean, we have plenty of wood, don't get me wrong. We can support it. It's just that, yeah, there we go. So treated planks should now be making a profit. Which if I look at storage, how much storage do I have on these guys? 720. That's a decent amount, especially because a lot of them are going to go into here and elsewhere. I just really need the scrap to come up, which you guys are working on that. What are you guys doing? Did you guys finish this? You didn't. What do you mean it's two? Oh, hold on. Well, this is a higher priority, guys. Can't get the required material. Oh, you guys were putting the extract in here, weren't you? Yeah, just the extract. Well, they should go back over here to be finishing all this, because it should be very quick. Especially if we get that second centrifuge online, we'd be barreling through this very quickly and being able to hopefully store more extract. But this is now becoming a nice little industrial hub. We can expand that out up here once all of that is complete. Would you look at that? We can actually do. And it is deeper. Look at how deep that is. That will be very helpful for getting just a wee bit more water. But we have 1,000 left in 13 days. Yes, everyone get your water rations. That's good. This should be hopefully finished today. We just need the extract. Oh, we're actually making coffee now. Would you look at that? Coffee is being produced. Do we have enough coffee beans? Seems that we do. We are producing quite a bit. Question is, will they use the coffee? That should also... So it uses a little bit of oil, a little bit of fuel, and 1 coffee bean to produce 4. The other thing is, we'll have to make sure that that is still being produced. But we are now getting treated plank storage, and we almost have an extract boom. I'm actually half tempted to make another explosives factory as well, just because we have all these dynamite projects going on. And we don't have beavers right now, so it is not something we need to really focus on. Water storage I think is okay at 8,000, it's just that we've only gotten up to 3,000 right now. What I'm thinking though is we will need to work on getting these, once this is all done. Oh, it's so close, guys, so close. Oh, we just need the one. Someone put an explosive in there. I want to detonate this. Go. Go, my little beaver. Go. You should have... We have nearly 8,000 food. Oh, we're out of the corn rations. And corn I have a decent amount of, so coming over here, corn rations. There we go. That's all done. So we're going to just do... all of that. So that is now very deep, and we even get a little bit of a water bump. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's nice. It's completely useless for the most part, but it's nice. Alright, and then what I do want is dynamite. Landscaping, you are a 3, right? We can double check. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's triple. Alright, triple dynamite right here. Go ahead and super prioritize that. You were what? Corn? So we're gonna go ahead and just go plant trees and bushes. Nope, nope, nope. Crops. Find my corn, popcorn there. Okay, they should be able to reach that because they can go through here. I could potentially get rid of that and actually plant more of my eggplants up here. Yeah, They can reach it. And then they need to be working through here. And they can get there, right? Yeah. So the extract, I only need 1. We should be producing more than that. Are they actually getting down here now? No, that's pause. So they will have a limited time for that. We're down to 350 water. Yeah, this is going to be a bigger problem. Are you guys still pumping? Or no, just the water's not coming in. Raggy. That's not good. Yep, there we go. Water's dried up. Once again. These guys will... They will survive. These guys are going to die. So food will be a problem in the long run. But just not right now. What is this? Oh, nothing to do in range? Yeah, there's nothing to do in range there yet, but because I haven't done that, because I haven't had water to do anything. I need a bad tide that's just like short to be able to pump through a bad tide. But yeah, we're running out of water quickly. There's not much left in there. 10 days is way too long. We are going to have a death wave. I'm sorry, everybody, but a death wave is inbound. So let's try to get as much, let's say, ability to do things as possible. And why aren't you guys actually... They have that. Why are my explosives not coming in? Oh, it's because I'm actually out of bad water. Well, that means you're not needed. And you're not needed. It gives me a few more jobs. That's why we're not doing all this stuff. Can't get it. Alright, well, that means also, because extract is going down, we are going to start losing beaver production capability, which is also not good. Water is officially gone now, and we have 9.5 days remaining. We're going to have a severe downsizing event going on. That is not the end of the world. It is sometimes a correcting factor, such that when you expand too much, or you're not able to support such a large system, now we should be able to, with this much water, and this water coming online eventually, because we dammed all that up, that, yeah, we should be better. And then we could permanently pause some of these, because power is definitely going to decrease with the amount of things we're going to run if we have all our beavers die. But we have 9 days and no water. They're already thirsty. So if I look at here, yeah, half of my beavers are already thirsty. Injuries are up the wazoo. We are getting that scrap, which is good. We are getting coffee, which is good, which is not... I wish this could actually satisfy thirst. Why can't coffee satisfy thirst? Why is it strictly water? But, oh, they actually built the other... Oh, I didn't realize they built the other extract machine. That's cool. Well, we can pause you too, because we've got nothing to do. What can we do in the interim? They built all that for higher throughput on that. They were working on you. What I think we could do, since we have the resources, might as well. Something like this. Something like that. Something like that, and then we can just put some pathing in. Now this is just very, very long term. Cut trees, just cut all these down. Something like that, and we can get a lumberjack flag. 2 of them, mind you, to cut all that down. But what I'm trying to do is, if I come over here and I get power, large water wheel, I'm thinking about that. And we could actually probably do something like this. Power, large water, no, water wheel. Like that. And then one right there. And it's a lot of work to grab some additional power. But we have the resources to do it. So we might as well. And the reason we built a secondary one is so I can just do this. And build all that over. And since we have the planks and everything, they can just build all that. It's not the end of the world. But we got 7 more days. How many beavers will die? I do not know. We have beavers being born as well into this madness. Both little beavers and big beavers. We are out of the water, so those are all halted. Building like... Oh, that's all my dynamite. Don't care about that. Beavers injured. Yeah, we can actually pause the mine temporarily as well. Because actually, we don't need to. The beaver injuries. Oh, we will need more. Actually put it up here. So we don't have enough beaver beds, I don't believe, for medical beds. So let's go ahead and find where they're there, medical beds. So if I do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like that. And let's go ahead and prioritize that to get a decoration as well in here. How about a beaver bust? Yeah, I have that. Like that, and then we will go ahead and prioritize you first and then that. So you can see beavers are instantly popping in here. We are having rampant beaver issues. It is the mine, most likely. Is this, oh, high chance of injury. What about these? Oh, medium chance. Okay, it's not too bad. The other thing is all my crops are going to start to die. And so the question is, can we get... We need enough to keep these alive. We are getting new beavers still? Maybe. Yeah, all those are paused because we're out of extract. But we got this working, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, disaster is on the brink. Could I... You know what I'm going to do? Do this. Oh yeah, we're going to do that. This will allow me to get the beavers back up, so we do have beavers online. Okay, that's too far away. So that recovers some extract, and we are not running anything else. But we at least get these guys on, all 4 of those. So we will be producing a beaver to survive, let's say. And then we can just put that dynamite back in there as we work on other things. Those were triples, so landscaping, triple dynamite, something like that. And then priority is crazy though. They should have been putting that. Oh, we have it up here too. We could do that if I needed more. So we have extract in places. That's good. We actually have all the treated planks there. We're getting a surplus of treated planks. And we still have 5 days left, and died of thirst, and died of thirst, and died of thirst, and died of thirst. So our population is now plummeting. Which is what we were afraid of. Oh, it's plummeting like a rock. They have to survive 5 more days, mind you. Now I have the berry storage. Berries are fine. Yeah, well, when you have like 100 days of beaver death immediately, that is not good. Okay, well, let's start pausing things because the massive death wave is here. Obviously don't need you online anymore. You can go offline because we're down to 20 beavers. Are they all gonna die? I thought new beavers would not be affected by this. Don't need treated planks anymore. We're down to 5 beavers. Lovely. 61 jobs available. We have progress there. I mean, they are thirsty, but I'm wondering if they survive long enough for me to get water back. I'm actually going to pause you outright as well, because I don't need you. Don't need any of that. Water is critical. But I don't need this many for that few beavers. We lost so much. Don't need you on. What else don't we need? This entire stack here was probably a mistake, because that is a lot of water usage that we didn't have. Yeah, building needs water. I got 8 beavers. That's good. And not all of them should be thirsty, right? Oh no, they're not. So they, ooh, we might survive. We might survive. We're gonna go a little long. I want to see if we live. Food factory is not needed right now. Neither is that gear workshop. Coffee definitely not needed. We don't need you online. Don't need these guys online. These guys, we can just do pause, and pause that because I don't need to be getting more coffee right now. We actually have so much food we can sustain for a while. Breeding is halted, which is fine. Okay, we finally did run out of extract. No, we didn't. I'm going to pause, and I'm actually going to demolish that and high prioritize its pickup, just so we can keep trying to get beavers online. If I can just get to water, I know we lost 100. It's the great death wave. It is not good. Okay, they are putting that in there. We actually need to just reduce that to 2. That just needs to be paused. What else needs to be paused? That's already paused. You need to be paused. That's paused. We'll pause that one. I don't need that gather flag because you should be good enough. These are going to die in 2 days. That's fine. How are these guys doing? They just need the extract. We have the extract, I hope. Died of thirst, down to 4 beavers. Last day. Triple dynamite. Put it back in there. Super low priority because they're not going to be building it. Okay, we are producing more. That guy's almost done. And this is the last day before we get water back. Oh my gosh. If we get water back, we'll be okay. Why is there water? How is there water here? How did I have water? Where did my water come from? Did you guys take it out of there? You could have. There could have been water stored in there that you guys took out. That could have saved you. That could have saved this whole thing. We have to rebuild from scratch now. We still have 22 jobs available somewhere. Well, those are 2 jobs. Don't need those. That can be paused for those 2. Pause all that, so I at least just get 1 there, 1 there. All those are paused. I don't know where my remaining jobs... Oh, they built... Well, I just don't want to run at all. Is someone even in here? No. Okay, let's see where we're at. That's a super high priority. I want that. That is as well. Pause you. Actually, no. Just pause you and unpause you. We need to find out where our jobs are. Builder's hut. That's all paused. Deep water pump. Those are fine. This farm. Oh, yeah. Pause that one. Don't need that. What else is unpaused? Forester. Oh, you pause. You pause. You. Unfortunately, pause. You will keep up. Gather flag. Berries. That's good. We can pause you for now. What else do we got? You. Lumber mill. Yeah, that's 2 jobs. Don't need that. Okay, we'll keep you up. Pause the rest for now. Because we don't have it. Smelter definitely off. Okay. What does that get me down to? 3 jobs. Lower you. Is someone working this? They are. Okay. And power should be enough for us to hopefully survive and start getting some water. You are a top priority. Where are all my beavers then? I have 2 jobs. That's a priority. Reduce you to 1. We're actually just gonna pause you for now. Still need to collect them. And we'll pause the lumberjack flag for now as well. Okay, now I actually have an increased person. So we can go ahead and increase that back to 1. So now you're pumping. Water is coming up on both locations. Hopefully they can get a bunch of water. As we get more beavers online, I would like some extract, so we're actually going to unpause you. Reason being, if I can get extract, I can get this working, which would be better than nothing. Is someone even working here? No. So let's go over here. You know, I'm going to actually just pause this in general, and then we're going to turn you back on and reduce you to 1 and make you a high priority. Did I just have another death? Died of thirst, maybe. You guys are almost done, but I do need that extract. I need you a pumping, so we can bring back the population slowly, mind you. Okay, so now we're getting that. We have that online. We're just going to unpause. Any new beavers are going into water production. We do not need food right now. We are still getting berries and mangrove fruits to sustain us. We still have lots of rations and everything else going on. And fermented mushrooms, the whole 9 yards. So that's overflowing. That's good. We are getting bad water. It should be being transported over to here. It is. I'm happy. This is now overflowing. This is now closed, so this system should work as intended. Why aren't you functioning? Oh, well, it's nighttime for one. But now we have 200 water. And yeah. That's better than nothing. A trap. They're gonna kill me. They are. They just want us to die. Well, we have the water situation handled for the most part, I want to say. The question is, can we get enough extract to keep this a-going so we get more beavers online to recover? Now this will all grow back eventually. We have 1.2 thousand wood. Oh, this is the great beaver death wave of the century. We will work them a little bit hard though in order to try to keep things going. These are going to die, but they can still be chopped down even if they're dead, type kind of deal. So it's not the end of the world. Also, if this continues to rise, that will be helpful. We can even get another. All right, you are pumping. That's good. Get you pumping as well. Yeah, we want water. I want for 13 beavers having over 1,000 water would be amazing. And again, if they can keep pumping through all this, that would be even better. But yeah, they have. Man, this game kind of destroyed us this episode. So this is the first episode where I feel we really need to try to recover. Which is not the end of the world, but it is something that we need to be considerate of. The Tapper Shack, I think I'm just going to pause indefinitely as well, because we're not using it right now. Because we're not producing treated planks, which we have 56 of. We even have stuff for metals if I turn back down my production. But I think the next episode is going to just purely be survive. I'll turn you back on too. These are pretty deep. But that gets us even more water, and we are up to 700. Back up to 15 beavers, mind you. Look how many unoccupied free beds I have. I have 137. It's so bad. Oh. Well, I think what we'll do is this one being unpaused gets us kohlrabis and things. This should be, if the drought isn't long enough, I can always prioritize this by pausing something else in order to fill this up to keep the berries alive, because with berries alive, we have population alive. These guys definitely need to be, we're starting to get extract, but I don't know where it's going. Where's my extract? Should be going to where I think it's going. Well, we had extract up here too, apparently. Drought start is a pure 30-day drought. So we will have to see if we can survive a 30-day drought with 1,000 water. Now, we don't have a lot of beavers. That's fine. We're just going to continue to try to pump more water and see if we can't get through this. Oh, this one is become increasingly challenging, but that will do it for today. We've had a massive death crisis where we went from a crazy number of beavers to next to nothing. These guys, we're just going to pause indefinitely right now because we don't need to be using the water, because those actually use water. I did not realize those used water. But our power needs right now, even if I check, we have plenty of power. during the day. We could even still have the fun festivities, let's say. And that does not even need to be built. But water is on the rise over a 30-day drought. We'll have to see if we survive next time. Man, that was so bad. But at least this is working. That's all good. Anything else? Oh, look, we can get another pumper. So we'll just pump over here. Yeah. Yeah, and then once we have, say, a couple thousand water for this level of drought, maybe we start looking at turning back farming online among some other items so that we can continue to prosper or rebuild the prosperity of our pain and gain civilization. But I've traveled on long enough, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've had a fantastic day, and I hope you enjoyed the video, but I will catch you at the next one. On this sad, sad episode, Dr. Munchkin signing out.